Let me take the sun off. The sun is a bit lower. That's the longest I've even had it, you know that. It's amazing when you allow yourself to be the lighting. It's, if I just turn a little. Wait. If you knew what it took to get from that perspective to this perspective. Just feeling drafty, so I put my jersey back on, and now I'm like, no. Okay, Owens, Bafwetu, Bungami, what? Baban, Banyana. Unsus here, and as promised, we're gonna talk about the difference between black or dark magic and witchcraft. So I'm gonna give it, this is gonna be a quick short thing. Okay, so black or dark magic is the manipulation of energy. Simple as that. You're taking energy, you're manipulating it. Either lies during gossip or a physical act where several components are brought into the equation, statements are chanted over a specific being's reality or identity or loved ones, or other stuff, conjuring sacral chakra energy in rituals. I have children in my background, so I have to be very Kung Fu master of English. So that's simple as that. That's black magic. It's uncouth, it's cowardly, tactless, below the belt, low blow, for the weak. Okay? The weak will perish and the meek will inherit the earth. Always remember that. Who are the weak? Those who are cowards, those who are destroyers, infiltrators, tricksters in a destructive way, because you can trick someone into doing a good thing. Trickery isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's how you use it. Right? So boring. So over that. Just remember, any gossip, manipulation of information, all of that bullshit that bored individuals do, who aren't actually individuals. They are sheep in human flesh. Of course it's not gonna work. Right? Don't delve in that BS. Right. Then we have witchcraft. Now the word witch, the etymology of it is wise, vice, the wise one. And as any wise person knows, when one is wise, they are incapable of doing anything malevolent, intentionally. You understand? Yes, even a wise person can make a mistake or have a, in judgment, you know? We're all capable of that. We are here in the human flesh experience, you know? So we're all capable of making a mistake, having a flaw in our judgment, and usually a wise person would very quickly and promptly rectify where they either misjudge the situation or, you understand, it doesn't have a lasting horrible effect if we do make any mistake. Right? So it's impossible for a witch, a true witch, a witch, to harm anyone. Not even a fly, yeah. Yeah, we harm flies. But anything else above that, we find a beetle, we're gonna carry the beetle out. Or sweep it out, or you understand, we're not gonna trample on it. It literally makes my bum feel funny. I will not tramp on the only thing I can tramp is a cockroach. Sorry, cockroaches, they got a bad rap. That's the only thing I can tramp on. You know? Even a spider I sweep out, you know. Luckily I haven't been faced with any like really scary spiders in my life, but insects we respect, furry animals we respect, you know. 90% of us are most probably vegan, not because it's cool, but because we feel what the animal went through, and with the dark magic of the food industry and how they torture animals and then sacrifice, calling it slaughter. That's already energy manipulation. And if you're a wise one, you're going to feel what those animals went through. So you're going to wonder why you're all grumpy or angry or stuff randomly, you know. And in most cases, it's going to make us down more than, you know, rageful. Usually a wise one's rage has to be brought on by a situation where justice is being, you know, threatened, not practiced, whatever the case may be. Okay, so witchcraft is the craft of the wise one, and the craft of the wise one knows that they are an organism within an organism called creation, called nature, you know, and nature is just a small organism within creation. And that's why we respect nature, that's why we respect earth, that's why we pick up papers, not because we saw somewhere that it's cool to be all eco sensitive, and no, we pick up papers because it's like, oh my word, this looks ugly. Such a beautiful meadow. Why is this can here? Why is that plastic there? You know, what was so hard about just folding it up, put it in a pocket, put it in your bag? What uncouth behavior is this of taking dirt and throwing it out the car window? Mm. That says so much about the person's character. So let's see with regards to magic and dark magic and witchcraft, because and then you also have magic. Magic is practiced also. Magic in itself is also practiced by the witche, the wise one, the witch, and it's practiced more naturally, because while we're cooking a meal, we're doing magic because our intentions are pure, and we're enjoying cooking the meal so much that it's fueling this meal with this beautiful energy that anyone who eats is just going to feel good and sleep good and just be happy after eating the meal. In the morning, in the rising, when we doing our self-care, to the mirror, we are saying beautiful things about ourselves. We're singing, we're laughing. It's a whole kickle fest all the time. It's you alone in the bathroom. You know, that's magic. Saying beautiful words over our plants is magic. A beautiful lady said she was kissing her roses, and I was like, oh, that's such a good idea. You know, she was kissing her roses, and that's why they bloom so beautifully. And then after again, then I heard someone else. I also saw another post, and the person was like, that someone was a guy who was like, yeah, I kiss my roses, I kiss my flowers, and so I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. So that's magic. So what does magic then mean? Energy. So dark magic is just manipulation of energy. And yeah, the rest is the good stuff. It's working with nature. It's hugging a tree. Have you ever put yourself in the tree's non-existent shoes? How that tree must feel. Especially trees that have been burnt on, and people have there's just some trees where like people have just abused and taken out unnecessary rate on the trees. Go touch the wounds of it. That's magic. Any act that will cause pain and suffering. So whether it's slaughtering an animal or harming a human, it goes against nature. And it's not welcome here. There's no place for it. harming another living being, as I said in my previous video. I can hate you, and in all of that hate, there will never be a sleepless night about you. There will never be any bad thoughts about you or your family. If anyone were to ask me about you, I would say the same thing. Oh, I wish they figure themselves out, you know. I wish they find themselves so that they don't hurt anyone else. I wish he gets married, he must get a beautiful wife, and he must keep his hands to himself in the violent manner, understand? And, don't repeat. Every single person that has done me dirty or given me a weapon by sticking one in my back, which is now around my waist, any of those people, all I wish for them is that they don't do to anyone else what they did to me, because I know what is the cause of them behaving in that way, what trauma they went through, what layers of onion layers they've been putting, rotten onion layers they've been putting on top of their trauma to cause them to treat a person of my essence in such a manner. A person that's treating you the way I am. It's different thing if someone is treating you poorly and you treat them back poorly. But when someone treats you well and you treat them back poorly, then that shows a true mental deficiency. That shows that the being is not used to receiving love, that they would kick love in the face when it came knocking on their door. That being was not expecting their prayers answered when they prayed their prayers. That's why when an angel came to their door, they tried to cut off its head. If you don't have faith and you don't believe that you are there, don't pray, don't waste your time. Just go on living your merry ass, whatever life, unmerry ass life. If you're going to pray, if you're going to ask God for something, know that you're going to get it. God has 8 hands, infinity. She will always give you what you ask for. Just make sure that you're ready when it comes. So, the sun is sunning. It's like, I'm about to set, so let me just do a last step. Put on my Men in Black. Dun, 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 isn't that Mission Impossible? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, guys, that's my cue. Ice cream van is in town. Ice cream van ice cream was just so. Guys, until next time, remember, if you're gonna be playing with energy, play nice. And I didn't even read a poem for you. Okay, let me read this one for you. I dedicate this one to that person that you now have the permission to hate. Okay? And when you hate something, you don't let that hate integrate. Oh no. You release it out of your life. You set it free like a dirty bed. Okay, let me read this one for you. Rest in peace, for you are dead to me. Mind at ease, don't deserve my energy. Liberated from a friend and me, a lesson sent to me. It's not that deep, no resentment, see. Repent to yourself, don't repent to me. Transmute your pain, be free. Don't blame them for what they can't see. Massive responsibility for the queen bee. Would the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Okay. I want to read it one more time and then we can say adios, amigos. Rest in peace, for you are dead to me. Mind at ease, don't deserve my energy. Liberated from a frenemy, a lesson sent to me. It's not that deep, no resentment, see. Repent to yourself, don't repent to me. Transmute your pain, be free. Don't blame them for what they can't see. Massive responsibility for the queen bee. We get all ragatan, ragatan, ragatan.